Hey, what's up, y'all? And of course, welcome to another Alternative Factuals video. Thank you for bearing with me. It's been an overwhelmingly tiring week, and next week is going to be even more exhausting for me for sure, but the show must go on. Before I dive into the topic of today's video, please be sure to check out, like I said, just check out the channel. The channel link's down below. A special project coming up. The more y'all blow it up, the more y'all show support, the better it is in the future for you all. And it's a surprise, not necessarily the video itself, but what's coming in the future. So letting people know that you're interested in everything that I do, including this channel and the other channel, definitely helps and goes a long way. So please be sure to like, share, and of course subscribe. Leave your comments down below, and let's jump into today's video. Okay, so today we're going to be covering a character that not many people probably even know exists or probably just don't care about. But I think characters like these are very important. One, because he's black and it's Black History Month, so happy Black History Month. And then two, he's very similar to a character that we have already that was introduced about 30 years prior. And this character's name is called Rage. Rage was first introduced in the Avengers number 326 of November 1990. So his power set is what makes him very interesting, and I'm pretty sure once you kind of hear his power set, you'll understand who he's kind of based off of. Now, his abilities include the fact that he's a skilled street fighter, superhuman strength, speed, stamina, durability, and resistance to injury. And, you know, they say ability to leap great distances, but I guess that's more or less related to, you know, the strength. But who does that sound like? That sounds a lot like Luke Cage. So in 1990, they introduced his character to kind of be an updated version of Luke Cage. As powerful as Luke Cage is, he's strong, impenetrable skin. Even when he does actually get harmed, he does have an enhanced healing factor. So he doesn't like just heal normally if he does get injured, and at that point his powers would be useless because it would just mean nothing can penetrate his skin. But he does have an enhanced healing factor and resistance to damage. But this version of Luke Cage, or the updated version of Luke Cage, seems to be slightly more enhanced. His abilities are slightly better, and they give him a little bit of edge. And here's the reason why he has a little bit more of an edge. So what's really dope about, you know, much of, you know, what he's doing is, one, he wears this costume that synthetically is made to stretch his, like, and basically form this body armor. But all this body armor is serving to help enhance who he is, you know, enhance his biochemical abilities that were given to him via radio activation. But also what makes his superhuman strength, stamina, speed, durability, and resistance to injury very interesting is that he actually becomes stronger with force, meaning when you hit him, he ultimately stores that energy and becomes stronger. So it's a combination of Luke Cage and Sebastian Shaw, for example. Sebastian Shaw basically can store kinetic energy and then release it at some later point. So Sebastian Shaw has this habit where people just beat on him when he first wakes up, just so he has energy stored and then he can release it later on. But in his case, his power, his kinetic energy, or that, you know, physical injury or whatever the case may be that's being applied to him is actually being used to enhance his strength. So it allows him to leap even further. It makes him stronger. It makes him faster. He's able to run faster than a speeding subway train, which is not absurdly fast in terms of like speedsters like, you know, Quicksilver or the Flash per se, or something like that. But nonetheless, he's still running at the same speed, very similar to, let's say, like Captain America top speed. Captain America only can run maybe like 60-70 miles per hour, you know, top speed, which is absurdly fast for a human. So he's on the same running speed as like Captain America, and his ability can allow him to get stronger, which potentially means he can get faster. But even though, despite the fact that he has basic street fighting skills, he actually received training from Captain America and another black hero called Night Thrasher. So it's characters like these, I think, that need to be put into spotlights. One, because the last time we saw him, it was it the New Avengers or New Warriors? It might even be after that, but he doesn't have a lot of, I guess, right time. So it's very difficult to say how they should use his characters, because the last story that was told was basically Captain America: Fear Itself, and that was during when I think Rage went to some sort of university with the new Falcon to basically confront like this politician who was giving a speech at that university or something like that. It was something along those lines. It was Captain America Sam Wilson. I know that was the last time we saw him. So just something for you guys to understand. Now, a lot of people are probably going to ask, like, where is his character? Why haven't we seen him since, I guess, Sam Wilson, at least officially on paper? But apparently, he's dead. So eventually, well, I don't know when this story takes place, because honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. This particular story, I don't remember reading at all. So this is new knowledge to me. Rage eventually supposedly recovered from this coma, and that's basically when the hives invaded Earth. And this is a whole situation when it came to like poisons and and symbiotes. And Rage was a part of the evacuation in Manhattan, over the Manhattan Bridge, and basically he was attacked by a group of poisons, and he was bonded to a symbiote, but after that the symbiote and Rage was consumed by a poison, ultimately resulting in his death. So right now he's dead, and unfortunately it's crazy. I don't see them bringing him back anytime soon, because at least from what I'm telling from the stories from Fear Itself, Secret Wars, and even Civil War 2, he wasn't really super duper relevant. He had pop-ups here and there. He was a character that was serving to be like this Luke Cage 2.0, but in reality he was never really super relevant when it came to any stories. The difference between him and Luke Cage is the fact that Luke Cage actually was very popular, has his own standalone series, and even though Luke Cage by definition is weaker than Rage, Marvel wouldn't kill him, at least not officially or permanently, because Luke Cage has a fan base. I'm a fan, of course, but also there are other people who are fans of Luke Cage, especially after the TV show. Oh yeah, they would never think about permanently killing off Luke Cage, because people still ask for his character, people still want to see his character involved, and we're getting that in glimpses, so we know Luke Cage is still alive and active in comics. But this is just something I think a lot of people don't really know about. There's a version or a character / hero who actually was based heavily, severely off of Luke Cage's ability, but was enhanced and was basically a Luke Cage 2.0. But unfortunately, his untimely demise is the reason why we haven't seen him in stories like King in Black, or recent stories like the War of the Realms. He's been dead. He has not been around, and it's very unfortunate. It's very sad, because it's really dope to see a black man wearing a wrestling luchador mask. So let me know what you think about stuff like this. It's really disappointing. Even though he did not have any relevance in any stories, I would have loved to actually have seen more of his interactions, more of what he was able to do, his capabilities, his powers, and overall just him being a black hero, because you already know Luke Cage has his hero for hire situation, which has always been a scenario in which he was hired by the community for the community. But also too, Luke Cage and Sam Wilson and Black Panther, everyone has their struggle as a black hero, especially Blue Marvel. Everyone has their struggle as a black hero in the Marvel universe, and I just would have loved to have heard his story, especially due to the fact that he was born in Brooklyn, and he was basically at the age of 13 exposed to like this waste after hiding from bullies, like having that much power as a young man, and then ultimately having to grow into this adult with these powers, superhuman strength, having more control over his abilities than Luke Cage ever did, because Luke Cage got his powers as an adult. So it's really dope to see this. It's really, really crazy that we might not get a chance to interact with this level of character, especially because he was the reason why Captain America challenged the fact that the Avengers did not have enough black members on it. And it's really dope to see stuff like this. So let me know what you think in the comments. I kind of rambled on that last part because I just went into like this different trance about it. But really dope character. Let me know what you think about the comments down below. And if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and of course subscribe. And I hope to see you all later on. Peace out.